Welcome everyone to episode 2 of Jack and Coop. What's a Scoop? Got my co-star Cooper Guy here. Cooper, how you doing this morning?
Oh, feeling great. First period, just had lifting, so I'm very energized right now, and I feel like it's the middle of the day. I'm ready to go.
Amazing. Here we go. Episode 2. First topic of discussion here, Cooper, is top 3 worst restaurants in Altoona. Cooper, what is your number 3 worst?
Top 3 worst restaurants is certainly more entertaining than best because you can state your opinion more fiercely and bash on some places.
Yes, definitely. They deserve it as well. I mean, we provide why we think they're bad, and it's definitely key evidence, and it's definitely valid. So, Cooper, go.
Number 3, definitely not horrible tasting food or service-wise. It's just absolutely horrible for the body. Taco Bell.
Oh, yes. Taco Bell has to be on the list.
You might as well call it taco smell. As soon as you eat it, you might as well just sit on the toilet.
No bueno.
It's coming right out in minutes, and
as soon as it goes in, it comes right out.
10 minutes of eating Taco Bell equals 1 hour on the toilet. That's a proven mathematical calculation.
Oh yeah, I've seen research on that. Yeah, definitely. I think about University of Michigan did a study on that.
Okay.
Yes.
I thought it was Harvard, but so not a big.
No biggie. Yeah. All right, so my number 3 worst restaurant is going to be Haas's.
Ooh.
But the thing is with Haas's, like, it's not bad. Like, I'll eat Haas's. I mean, I won't be, like, super thrilled that I'm eating Haas's. But the thing is, it's on my number 3 because it just has nothing to offer. Like, when I go to Haas's, it's just the same thing. They get the salad bar, nothing special. Here's the garlic bread. Garlic bread's pretty good.
Garlic bread is solid. That's like 8 out of 10 because you know it's from a freezer. So.
Yes. And the food, the menu items just aren't that dazzling in my opinion. So every time I go to Haas's, I'm wishing, man, I would really want to eat somewhere else right now. I've never told myself I really want to eat Haas's right now.
It's a very boring place for sure. Like, you're definitely not getting anything special because it's the same experience every time. You go sit down, you go to the salad bar for like 40 minutes, and you just leave.
Yeah.
That seemed to be a popular pick with our friend group last year.
Oh, yeah. They did not enjoy it.
And that was a very boring pick, in my opinion.
I've never seen anyone excited to go to Haas's. Yeah. I mean, if you're going to Haas's, you either 90 or don't have taste buds.
Exactly.
There's no in between.
Second worst restaurant for me. It's definitely part of the service spectrum of the restaurant experience.
Can't have bad service.
Absolutely worst service in the food industry is Popeyes.
Oh man.
Their commercials make it seem like it's this like warm, like welcoming, warming lady.
Couldn't be more wrong.
That is the most false advertising I've ever heard. Because
fake news.
I pulled up to the drive-thru and this guy goes, "Yo, what you want?"
Absolutely, just so rude.
Like, come
so
on,
rude.
Man. I'm just trying to get some food at your
Popeyes, fix your service. Come on.
I'm trying to get some food like at your establishment. Why are you applied for the job? Why are you complaining that
you applied for the position? You don't have to take it out on the customers. You signed up for it. Come on, use your head. Come on. All right. So my number 2 worst restaurant is going to be Brothers Pizza here in Bellwood.
It's closed.
So you may wonder yourself, why did they shut down? Well, I'll tell you why. They're bad. They just don't have good food. I mean, Cooper, we tried the buffalo chicken pizza there once.
That one night.
That was
freshman year.
Probably the worst thing I've ever placed onto my tongue.
That was absolutely horrendous.
Horrendous. Like, no good.
The chicken, was the chicken even cooked?
I'd probably still frozen.
Yeah.
And the buffalo sauce, I'm not sure what that was. It was sweet and sour, probably expired.
General Tso's sauce.
Oh, it was
terrible.
Oh. No good. I don't want to think of that night ever again. Haunts me every night. I just don't even want to think about it.
Oh, number 1, Jack. This is an obvious pick.
So let's say it together, Cooper.
3,
2, 1. Best Way Pizza. Oh my.
It is
goodness.
It is. You might as well call it
Worst
Way Pizza or Best Way Cardboard. Because
Dare to be square, more like Dare to be on the toilet.
That is That is an absolutely horrendous establishment. Food-wise and service-wise, too, to be honest, because you just pull up to that, like, crappy drive-thru with not even a cover for the rain or weather.
Yeah, I know. They're so rundown place. I mean, every time you go to Best Way, you can expect greasy pizza.
It's never crunchy. Always
never
soft.
soggy.
Always
soggy with grease.
It's like the cheese is like purple.
Oh no,
and
no.
And the kicker for me one piece of pepperoni on your slices.
One, exactly, one piece, and you wonder why you get 89 cuts for $6.
Yeah.
I mean that explains a lot why they are no good, and that is our number one.
Oh, it's like, and they try to stand out by being square. Like, what does that have to do with anything? Just make good pizza.
I mean, they're just trying so hard to advertise to the public, making everything about, oh, let's just square this and square that. Well, that's square bullcrap. That's what I say. It is no good.
Square bullies, square salads, square breadsticks. Like,
just stop.
Let's make good salads, good pizza, good breadsticks.
Just because it's in a square doesn't mean it's going to taste good.
Exactly.
I mean, newsflash, I'm sorry. All right, so we covered our top 3 worst restaurants, and now into our next segment is going to be top 3 worst feelings, Cooper.
Worst feelings?
Feelings you just absolutely hate and just make you feel terrible. I will start with my number 3.
That sounds good.
My number 3 is you're at the cash register, any store, you could be buying food, a couch, a doorway, it could be whatever, and you get to that cash register and they say, well, that'll be $19.94, and you have $5 in your wallet. How embarrassing is that to have to go put that item back in front of the entire store saying, I don't have enough money, I'm poor, I'm broke, I can't buy this. How embarrassing is that?
That's definitely an embarrassing feeling. Have you ever gotten your card declined?
I have not, thankfully.
That's
right with there.
Especially because I thought my paycheck went in one day.
Yeah.
And I go to Dollar Tree to get some batteries, play some Xbox.
Yeah, sure.
And the purchase was around $2. And I got declined.
Oh, no.
So there was like 5 people behind me, and that was a very unpleasant experience.
That has another level of embarrassment because you're at a dollar store.
Because she pretty much screamed $2 to the.
And your card declines after $2.
Absolutely horrible.
This is a terrible feeling. Cooper, what's your number 3?
Number 3 is a loss in any sort of sporting event or competitive environment.
Especially a big loss, maybe like a championship loss, or a big game against a rivalry.
You just feel like you just always want revenge or like a second chance. And
nobody likes to lose.
Yeah, it's the worst feeling in the world. So
yeah. Especially when you put so much heart, you put so much time, you work so hard at practice, just to go onto the field and under the lights and lose. It's just a terrible feeling.
Yeah. Your number 2, Jack.
My number 2, and again with the embarrassing factor, say you're in a quiet room. There's a good amount of people in there. Say a classroom.
Yeah.
And the teacher, out of nowhere, starts screaming at you specifically and just points you out in front of the entire classroom. It's just so embarrassing.
I'm getting like stomach.
And you're getting looks from every direction. Yeah. People are looking at you like, what's going on in there? And it's just so embarrassing to have the whole classroom looking at you. And just to be called out right in front of the teacher. I mean, could you just step outside and tell me in the hall? Like, you had to tell me in front of this. Like, you had to tell me in front of my friends. Like, come on.
It's over like talking. Like, is it really worth that much of a?
I mean, I don't know what the teachers really gain from this. I mean,
power.
That power hungry. I mean, come on. Just talk to me in the hall. You don't have to do it in front of our friends. Just a low move.
My number 2 is certainly an interesting one because during the fall, weekends are the best. You got Friday Night Lights.
Oh, yeah.
You got Saturday college football.
Definitely.
Sunday football all day, 1 o'clock games. And then those 4:30 games hit, and those games are winding down, and you hear the tick of the 60 Minutes show right before Sunday Night Football, and that veil of depression just hits you that you have a whole week ahead of you.
It just hits you that, dang it, I have school tomorrow. I have to wake up at 7 in the morning.
Yeah, and football for 4 days, and then it feels like it's a century away instead of 5 days.
Oh, it's unbelievable. Terrible feeling. I have to agree with you. So, down to my number 1 worst feeling. It's definitely got to be let me think here.
Getting tough one, Jack.
I'm going to say getting a 0 on a test.
Okay.
A 0%.
Yeah.
Like, you have to go and explain that to your parents. Like, just an awful feeling. Like, how'd you get a 0 on this test?
Kevin, does he get angry?
Oh, my parents would just absolutely lose it. I mean, they would just make me hit the books and study hours on end every night. Just have to get those grades back up. It's just an awful feeling. Especially when the teacher has to call you out. Like, oh, someone got a 0. Like, yeah, I know it was me. You don't have to tell the whole class. Come on.
Okay, worst feeling for me. I think this is a universal worst feeling. You might not think it's the worst feeling, but when it happens to you, you are absolutely devastated is oversleeping.
Oh, definitely.
Oversleeping is definitely the worst feeling in the world, because you wake up and you are just so lost. You probably have, like, especially if it's an important event, you have like 50 missed calls and texts.
Oh,
and people just wondering where you're at, and you feel like an absolute loser. So it's
you just feel like a jerk.
Yeah, you feel like
you put your sleep over other people.
You wonder what people think about you. You wonder what you should do, if you should even go, because it's embarrassing to be late to anything.
Yeah, definitely embarrassing.
So, I mean, that's definitely my top worst feelings.
Okay, sounds good. Well, that is going to do it here for our second episode of Jack and Coop. What's the Scoop? We'll see you next week.